welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and today I'm going to bring you a very exciting video. I'm going to be bringing you a collab video with two beautiful ladies here on YouTube. The first lovely girl in this collab is Stephanie. The other one is Lauren. Lauren's channel is called The Honest Beauty Review. So they are two amazing girls from the Philadelphia area just like me, and I had no idea that there were more people from the Philly area. We're all filming our Holy Grail products, so please make sure to go check out those ladies down below. I will leave both their Instagrams and their channels down below. We are going to do this in the order that I put on my makeup. So the first things first, this should not come as a surprise to you guys. My Holy Grail eye primer is the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. I'm a warm tone gal, so yellow tones really suit my skin. I've been through a lot of eye primers. I've used the MAC one, the Smashbox one. The NARS one is really good. That one's my favorite, like clear one. But this is my holy grail. Now that NARS came out with tinted eye primers, I really want to try one of those. And maybe it would be a little bit easier than the pot, but I love Soft Ochre so much. If you are more of a neutral tone or more of a cool undertone, I highly suggest Painterly. It's a little bit more pink. So when it came to eyeshadow, I really had to think for a minute. And I said, okay, Erin, what is a palette that you keep going back to over and over and over again? And my thought didn't necessarily come to specific palette, it came to eyeshadow formula. So there are two formulas that I love and adore, Anastasia and Makeup Geek. And a lot of the shadows that I love in my Anastasia palettes are in my individual palette that I have. This is not the only individual palette that I have, but this palette has Makeup Geek, Bobbi Brown, NARS is in here, Anastasia. So I'm going to show you a couple of my ideal eyeshadow shades. Peach Smoothie. You guys have seen this guy a lot. My favorite crease color ever, which is Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek, which I'm going to need a new one here soon. Cupcake from Makeup Geek, which is just like an amazing pink. Burnt Orange from Anastasia. So this is in both the Soft Glam palette and this is also in Modern Renaissance. I cannot do my eyeshadow at all without this shade, which is why I also have it in a single. And my favorite lid color of all time, Makeup Geek Grandstand. Just look how beautiful Grandstand is. There's another one that I love. This is Starry Eyed. Makeup Geek foiled shadows are definitely some of my favorite foiled shadows that I own. This is the Tarte palette. It's very sturdy. Look at that. It has a mirror. Hello, I can see the camera. If you guys want like an in-depth video about my ideal palette right here of every single shadow in here, let me know down below. I did want to give an honorable mention to these new Marc Jacobs shadows because I have not been able to put these down. I have used these every single day. These are very expensive eyeshadows, but look at them, they're huge. I think they're worth the hype. It's up to you if you would like to try to spend money on one of them, but I believe they're worth the hype. Primer is usually like I can do it before eyeshadow, and I had to think for a minute. Erin, what's the primer you always go back to? And I was really struggling with this because I use a lot of pore filling primers, but the primer I have to say is my Holy Grail is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. The only thing is with this, I feel that with some foundations, it does cause flashbacks. So sometimes I won't use this if I know I'm going to have my picture taken. I love this primer so much. This is a very expensive primer, but it works extremely well. It's like a white like lotion, but then it just goes into your skin. I put a lot on my hand, but yeah, I love it so much. I've talked about this foundation cocktail in one of my videos, but this is my favorite foundation cocktail of the moment. I'll keep doing this. This cocktail keeps me matte all day and it really makes my foundation last throughout the day. So this is the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. I am in the shade Medium 2 Santa Fe and the L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 105. On their own, these foundations are incredible, but together it's like the perfect pair. I have combo oily skin. I've had this makeup on since 9 this morning and right now it's about 6 o'clock. I had to blot right here in my T-zone, but other than that, we're good to go. So I love these foundations. Honorable mention would be Matte and Poreless, but I haven't had a Matte and Poreless in a very long time, so that's from Maybelline. But these two, really good. Concealer was a no-brainer. I didn't even have to think about it, and actually this one's like almost ready to go. My favorite concealer in the world is the NARS Natural Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I don't know what it is about this concealer. I swear that custard is just the ideal color. It's the ideal texture. It's the ideal coverage. I love this concealer. It is a very pricey concealer, and I go through concealer a lot. So for me to keep repurchasing $30 concealer means a lot, that I love this. I love this. I can use this shade when I'm tan, or I can use this shade when I'm not tan. We've put on foundation, we put on concealer. What powder do we use to set that off? Only one powder in my life that I would consider a holy grail. There are a lot of loose powders that have come in my life and out of my life and I forgot about, but it's always this guy. This is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This is in the shade Light. This is just the mini guy of it. They do make a mini and a large one, which I'm very excited about, because coming up in the 21 Days of Beauty sale, a whole, like the full size one of this is going to go on sale for $17.50, and the travel size is normally $14. The powder itself is normally $35. So for it to go on sale for $17.50, I am so excited about that. Oh, I'm going to be getting one for sure. Maybe even two. After I put on loose powder, I then put on a colored powder, and I couldn't choose between the two of these. The first one is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This is definitely the most expensive powder I have in my collection, but this sets the face beautifully. It doesn't necessarily keep you matte, but it makes you have an airbrush look. I love this. I wish it came in more shades, because there's only 3 shades and this is the second one. So then my drugstore powder is definitely my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I had been through a bunch of these a couple years ago, and then I just recently picked it up again and I realized, oh my god, this is why I love this powder so much. I have the shade 220, which is also my shade in the Matte and Poreless foundation. You guys know I can't go in with just one bronzer. I currently have a bronzer cocktail that I love. My bronzer loves have sadly died on me. I went through a whole Refined Golden from MAC, the whole Beach bronzer from Urban Decay, and now my new love, Becca Capri Coast. I could use this bronzer on its own. I'm going to hit pan on this soon because I love this bronzer so much. It has the perfect undertone. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. I wouldn't call it neutral though, because it does lean on the warmer side. It is just perfect for my skin tone. Becca products have really become some of my favorites lately. And then I always top it off with Radiant Bronze Light from Hourglass. I don't necessarily use this on its own. I always use it with the Becca bronzer, but this just gives my skin a little bit of extra life so it doesn't look flat and matte, because I wear a lot of matte foundations. So bronzer is really where I like the warmth to come back into my face. I like more of matte blushes and glowy bronzers. MAC blushes will always just be my favorite, but my very specific favorite is Peaches. This is my second or third Peaches that I've been through. It's just the perfect orange blush. I love orange blush. Orange and nude blush are definitely like my favorite types of blush. MAC blushes last so long and I love everything about them. You are wanting to get a good matte blush and you're not really sure where to start with MAC blushes, because they will last on your skin an extremely long time. They don't have ethylhexylpalmitate in them, so they don't break me out. I just keep going back to them, so I really like MAC blushes. I wanted to give this a shout out too, because I've been using this like crazy. This is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I use this to brighten up my under eye. It's not like really yellow, so if you're fair you can use this, but it is just enough yellow to brighten up the bottom of your under eyes. And this was really hard for me because I am pretty good at rotating my highlighters, but then I had to think to myself, what highlighter do you use the most and what highlighter do you know always looks the best on you? Citrine. I remember I waited so long for this highlighter because it kept selling out, and this formula is just gorgeous. It lasts on the skin really long. There's no glitter, there's no shimmer. It's just like a beautiful sheen on your skin, and it doesn't look like it's sitting on top of your skin. It's just within your skin. You can use Nicole's code YWP for 15% off Jouer. I don't know if it's YWP or YWP 15. But I love these highlighters, and I think these are only $24. You guys know that I don't use any brow pencils, I don't use any pomades, I don't use anything. All I use is brow gel. I don't know if you can get this anymore, but this is my holy girl brow gel. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiberizer. I keep getting people telling me that they're still finding it in Rite Aids and Walmarts. I don't know. This is my last one, which is really sad. I used to use this shade dark brown, but now that my hair is so blonde, I have to use the shade soft brown on my brows. This is just so precise, and it gives your brows the most amazing just fullness, and I need a dupe of this. I need something with this, like this exact wand. I love the Hourglass one, but that's $28 for a brow gel, and concealer and brow gel are probably the two things that I go through most. Actually, let me take that back. Concealer, brow gel, and mascara are the three things that I go through the most. So my favorite drugstore mascara will always be the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I keep going back to this mascara whenever I don't have any in like rotation. I always just will go back to this one. However, I really gotta give an honorable mention to this new Hourglass mascara. This is just the mini. I have been going crazy hard with this. I've been loving this so much to the point where I will be repurchasing this, and I really enjoy this. Also, for my bottom lashes, I love the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. Nicole had told me about this years ago, and I always said that's bougie as hell to have just a specific mascara for your lower lashes, and I love it. It's the tiniest little wand, but it's perfect just to get in your lower lashes and makes them look so separated and full. And I have used this on my top lashes before, and I've really like it. My Holy Grail liquid liner will always be the NYX Epic Ink Liner. It's just the best liquid liner ever. I've tried high-end ones, I've tried more drugstore ones. This is just the easiest for me to use, and it's a felt tip pen, and it's just, I love it. I don't do liquid liner all the time, but this is definitely my Holy Grail. Black liner is my Lottie London eyeliner. You can only get this online at Ulta. It's like $4, but it's so worth it and so black and stays in your waterline all day. Brown eyeliners though, I have two favorites. So the first one is MAC Costa Riche, which this is a wooden kohl pencil, and it stays in your waterline very well. And the other one is Marc Jacobs Brownie. Now, to me, they are two different shades of brown. Costa Riche is a lot darker, and Costa Riche has more of a red toned in it, so I like it when I'm wearing like a lot of berry shades. But Brownie is just like a straight brown, and I really love this. Honorable mention product that I've been using for maybe about a year now is the Too Faced Glitter Glue. I put this on every time I put on shimmer shadows, and it just locks them into place. We're talking about eyes. Let me tell you about my Holy Grail lashes. I don't wear lashes all too often, but my Holy Grail are definitely the Ardell Studio Wispies. I love the Demi Wispies as well, but if I had a choice, it would be the Studio Wispies, just because they're so full. They're just easy and natural. Ardell lashes are some of my favorite lashes in a whole bunch of different styles. 207s are really good as well. Urban Decay All Nighter. You guys have heard me talk about this, that I used to love it, now I love it again. It's just the best sprayer. It makes your makeup last all day. It doesn't smell, and it doesn't give you like that sticky feeling that some setting sprays do. This is incredible. But for lip liner, I definitely only have one. So Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude is literally my perfect nude. It would say it's a little bit less brown than MAC Strip Down, but this is just the creamiest formula. It lasts all day on my lips, and I just love this lip liner so much. It's definitely my Holy Grail right now. Then I have three lipsticks. First one, this is my third tube of it. This is MAC Honey Love, and looking at it, it kind of looks pink, but the thing is with Honey Love, you have to pair it with a brown lip liner to give it its power. And I love MAC's matte formula. It's incredible. Highly recommend. Second one is Tarte the Rainforest of the Sea lipsticks in the shade Rum Punch. Very similar to Honey Love, but it's a little bit more pinker. Again, I like to top this off with brown lip liners. And then a current one that I haven't been able to put down is ColourPop Appy. So you can see that Appy has a little bit more peach in there, but I can pair this with a little bit more of like neutral lip liners. Oh, I love them so much. I feel like I've been sitting here talking for 4 hours. Alrighty everyone, so that is my current Holy Grails. Please make sure to go watch Lauren and Stephanie's videos. They will be linked down below, as well as their channels and their Instagrams. And welcome if you came from their channels. I'd love to have you. Remember, you is kind, you is smart, you is important. Have a great day everyone.